Howdy, this is Marissa with Marisa Moments podcast, where I give you my real life stories and their healing translations. So let's just get straight into it. So, there are a lot of nicknames that go around, a lot of different terms, right? Terms of air quotes endearment. Now, what I've been reflecting back on lately is how oftentimes people within my realm of existence, now of course this isn't true for everyone, but I'm not talking about everyone, I'm talking about certain people, right? Have used my moments of celebration as an opportunity for them to kind of like take out the old chisel and hack small pieces away from me. And now coming back to the whole thought process of names, right? In terms of endearment. So let's say, you lose some weight and you're proud of yourself. Well, perhaps they will call you or refer to you as some sort of, unhealthy person that has lost weight due to whether it be mental illness or just actual illness, right? And they'll refer to you as that name. And when you protest, they say, oh no, I'm saying it as a compliment. Let's say you decided to go to school and enhance or earn a degree. They start calling you, let's say, Poindexter or, Urkel or something of the sort, right? And again, you protest. It doesn't feel right in your heart center. And so you say something about it and they're like, no, we're really proud of you. Now let's just call it what it is, right? That's gaslighting. And it's insulting. So what's been put on my heart by Spirit is you don't have to accept that. See, what ends up happening is a lot of times people will just try to explain away someone's negative behavior or their verbal attacks towards you as just them being who they are. And what Spirit has been putting on my heart is that is straight up BS, right? Because when you know better, you do better. Now, the fact remains that sometimes we end up identifying with these terms or these names and all of those things, right? Like a nickname, right? You may be called Stink, let's say. And for the longest growing up, that was who you are. That's little Stink over there, right? And maybe it's based off of a story that you don't really care to share, but the name just somehow stuck, right? And you've told yourself that you're fine with it. That's just what the family calls me, right? And what you need to do is get to a place and space of healing, right? Because that is a place of confrontation. And I'm not talking about confronting anyone externally. I'm talking about internal confrontation, where it's like, you know what? I don't even resonate with this name anymore. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. It doesn't inspire me. It doesn't elevate me. It doesn't, now mind you, sticks and stones may break our bones, but words may never hurt us. But at the same time, it is something that gets interwoven into the fibers of our existence. So to say that words don't matter is just not true, right? So the bottom line of this bottom line is you don't have to accept any name or label that's being strewn onto you. But even more important is that you allow yourself enough space to recognize how it truly makes you feel and whether or not you've been using it as an identifier or a marker as to who you are. So we have to strip away that programming, break apart that foundation, and get to the root of it. Is it who you are? Is that name defining you? And if it is, how do you do the work to tear it down and put something in its place that will actually aid in your ascension, right? Or your healing. And furthermore, the people that have placed those names upon you, once you decide to put those boundaries up, are they respecting them? And if they are, then great. If they're not, then that begs another question. What do you do from there? Now, we're not talking about confrontation. We're not talking about throwing hands. We're not talking about doing any of those things, because at the end of the day, and here's another download, those names that are projected onto you are just simply reflections of the originator's insecurities, right? But they want to project their insecurities onto you so that way you can't really recognize that they're struggling themselves. Now that's a whole download. But that's the bottom line. With these names that are given, are you using them as your identifying label, factor, any of those things? How deeply are you integrating these notions? That's up to you to answer. It's not up to me to decide because I've already stripped away all of the, well, for the most part, all of the labels that have been placed upon me. And I know exactly where I stand when it comes to them. Will they make me or break me? No. But do I have to tolerate them? Also no. So it's up to you. And that's it for now. So if this confirmation. And if this message resonates, then that means it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, I thank you for listening and I wish you the very best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace. And by the way, don't forget to check me out on all of social media. I'm basically everywhere where you probably shouldn't be. But remember, when you look me up, it's Marissa Moments, and that's Marissa with one S because there is only one me. And when spirit moves you, like I know they will, go on ahead and send a contribution if any of these messages resonate, if they've helped you in any way, shape, or form, or if they resonate for someone else and have helped them. Let's contribute to the cause. Essentially, everything goes right back into Marissa Moments and it creates a larger ripple effect and helps maintain the flow. So all of the information you need will be included in the description and I thank you in advance. So that's it for now. Until next time, happy healing.